I'm Simon Menzies, I'm the Managing Director of Cool Aviation North West Limited. We've been here for over 30 years and we provide services to companies and individuals throughout the north of England by using aircraft like this one.
My name is Martin Long, I'm a partner in Naptons Solicitors. I head the Blackpool office of Naptons and I'm also a member of the commercial property team. Naptons is a Lancashire-based firm with offices in Preston, Blackpool and Blackburn, also in Chorley, and we provide specialist commercial legal services on the Foyle Coast.
John Holt, I'm the General Manager of Hounds Hill Shopping Centre. I've been here on board for 12 years now. I work for a company called Jones Lang LaSalle, who are the managing agents. We also work in partnership with our asset managers, Centros.
My name is Leslie Heatley. I work for a company called AI Claims Solutions here in Blackpool. I head up the HR and training division for them. AI are a claims management solution company who look after motor claims. AI started off many years ago, about 16 years ago in Blackpool with about 30 people, and decided they'd outgrown that office and came here on Sir Frank Whittle Way, where now we have some 500 people working the organisation.
My name is Michael Hyman. I'm the Managing Director of Leonard here in Blackpool. We have 4 retail stores. We've got 1 in Blackpool, 1 in Lytham and 2 in the Isle of Man. We've been retailing in Blackpool since 1926, originally under the Hyman's banner. We have developed the store below and we're now going to be retailing from 1,200 square feet. We're doubling the size of it this year.
We've been at Blackpool for a long time. We are very supportive and encouraged by the opportunities in the northwest of England. The airport at Blackpool is very well located for all the communications for the northwest of England. We've operated from places like Manchester and Liverpool Airport before, but see the benefits in Blackpool as being convenient, as being user-friendly and as having the capacity to grow. Manchester is struggling to some extent on its traffic volumes. We operate in Blackpool with a very flexible timetable. Many of our missions that we do with these aircraft are last minute, and to be able to become airborne 20 minutes from a phone call is very important to the people that we work for. Blackpool does that for us remarkably well.
Well, Naptons saw the potential on the Foyle Coast for a firm of solicitors who could provide genuine specialist legal services to a large and varied local business community, whereas previously companies had to look to Manchester to find some of the more specialist services in areas such as corporate and employment. We can now provide those services on their doorstep.
The shopping centre's been in Blackpool since 1980. We've actually built on from a small centre of 110,000 square feet to recently, in 2008, we opened with a 350,000 square foot plus retail area, and obviously we've got the shops in here that are absolutely working wonderful for the town.
We've seen a good growth in our business in the last 5 years or so, despite the recession. Many people see aircraft like this particular one as an exclusive toy, and it's not. In the same way a printing press works for a printer or an excavator works for a construction company, this type of aircraft is the perfect method for getting around 13,000 airfields in Europe in remarkable time. So we've seen a growth in our sector of the business. We see the growth continuing for the next 5 years or so. We need to have a degree of stability. We need to know that we can invest our money and our customers' money in these type of machines at Blackpool, provided Blackpool continues to deliver what it does so well for the last 100 years with its airport and its infrastructure.
We've been looking at growth for some time now and say where would that growth be in case of having premises, and I'd like to say it's on the Foyle Coast, and we're certainly looking to have another office on the Foyle.
Many people overlook the fact that there are over 300,000 people live on the Foyle Coast, which is a massive resource in itself. There's a very large business community and we see our commercial offering here increasing substantially in size and in time we'll have in place corporate employment teams here in the centre of Blackpool.
We have future plans for Hounds Hill. There is an area presently being demolished which we know as phase 2. That will form another 50 to 60,000 square foot of retail area, and hopefully this will actually happen over the next 2 to 3 years. Success stories of Hounshill are actually what have happened over the last 2 years. We've actually brought in a number of high street retailers who weren't previously in Blackpool. We've also increased the size of Hounshill to 350,000 plus square feet. The footfall has obviously increased by this, and it's increased by far greater than what we ever envisaged. We are actually mirroring the actual visitors to Blackpool, and we will have 12 million people through Hounshill this year.
We'd be very keen to share our story, what we do here. Most of our business that we do traditionally in the last 5 years has come from the Manchester, Cheshire, Merseyside, Cumbria area, and it's always amazed me why we don't really pick up more business on our doorstep. We know there's a lot of successful businesses within 10 miles of where we're stood now, but for some reason we don't seem to be able to date, we've not been able to attract them. So I would hope a publication like this would be able to share our message.
I think it's to demonstrate the strength of growth of AI and how we've actually engaged people into the organisation locally. Most of the people live on the Fylde coast or within the Blackpool area, which is great to see that and demonstrate how a company has come into this area and grown to such extent.
Well, that publication will enable us to interact with both the local business community and other professionals within the town, and get our message across that we can distinguish ourselves from other firms locally, in that we can offer services that previously were not found outside Manchester.
We have just been awarded the Rolex franchise for Blackpool, which is a tremendous coup. I've wanted it for 41 years. Ever since I joined the business, I knew that Rolex was the pinnacle of my retail aspirations. Well, it's a fantastic opportunity, and it strikes me as that a medium, a vehicle with which we can communicate to like-minded businesses about what we sell, what we offer directly, is a tremendous opportunity. There's not really any product that goes directly to the heart of the businesses in the Blackpool and Fylde coast.
It's a major way of getting the news out to everybody and telling what Blackpool is about. There's so many bad stories, but we've got a lot of good. We've got a real lot of good, and Hounshill, I believe, is a success story, as are other areas in Blackpool and other businesses. We need to really push that and show people what we're all about.